welcome to my universe, to the massive truth. Wherever you're watching me from around the world, I pray may the good Lord bless and strengthen you. May open that beautiful and gorgeous side of yours to make you see and understand from my own point of view. If it's your first time of seeing my video, you are very much welcome to my universe. Thanks for stopping by. Please do me a favor before you leave. Subscribe to watch more of my video. Hit the bell button to get notification whenever I have positive opinion and hot topic to share with my wonderful brothers and sisters. So my gallant subscribers that keep coming back to check me out to see what I got to offer, thank you very much for coming back. Thank you for checking me out. May the good Lord check you out. May the good spirit never be far from you. May you guide your going out and your coming in your household. Thank you for your correction, your maturity, your positive energy keeps me going. Thank you very much. With that being said, I want to talk about the hottest topic with the social media right now, where everybody they talk about now this saga or scandal issue of Pastor Biodun and Busola, where everybody they talk about now, whether they investigate since then. Even our first lady way input talk put saying need proper investigation. So the things still they go hot. Now two pastors don't come out where know this Pastor Biodun, with all due respect to him, with respect to the members. So pastor we know Pastor Biodun many years ago, when men were boys, when men were guys. When you start a ministry, they can come and testify, say they really hear and know things similar to this allegation where they take place right now. So they confirm and say that kind of stuff happen. The year where they say this thing happen, women were still guess that time. So me I not hear the report that time. Now when they come they talk about to confirm what they talk, I can come on go check the news of that year, write the name, the thing pump out. Also many people don't they talk about now. People don't they research the thing would they come up again. But like in 2003, now they say the thing fair happen. I see the news for Arise News for YouTube channel. Please do bear with me. Let me hit the video when the woman come they explain the time where she tell you, the time where Busola's sister tell them. Before I give my own little opinion, so that may you not misjudge me. I don't say don't judge in my universe. Judge it makes you human. Judge it makes me know your kind of person. Judge it makes me see from your own universe. Please do bear with me. Let me hit the video. I will be back.
No, let's come to the case at hand. A young woman, several years after, comes out and says, "My pastor did this to me." Now she goes to make it public because it's something that is not easy to do. People castigate her, people say all kinds of things about her, but we haven't heard anything from the Christian fathers or from even the person who is the accused in this case. What do you think about that?
That is horrible. That is totally unacceptable. And I personally, I am disappointed that people who are maybe nominal Christians or not Christians at all are making so much noise about this, whereas the Christian body is so silent. We're as silent as a graveyard.
They're probably investigating.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they are investigating, but I believe that
this is a stand.
Exactly. There has to be a stand. That, you know, this is an issue that cannot be swept under the rug. It can be swept under the carpet. We can't pretend as if it didn't happen. We can't pretend as if we're deaf, we're not hearing, or we're blind, we're not seeing. That does not glorify God in our lives.
Have you reached out to Pastor Biodun Fatoyinbo yourself? Because you know him, you say. Have you reached out to Busola yourself? Because you know them.
Yeah. You see, concerning Busola, so one day in 2011, Fumi walks into my office here, and she's actually very agitated. She said she's, you know, everything about her was, I don't know, ruffled. So she sat down, and then she said, "Mommy, it's not about me. It's about my sister."
Older or younger?
She said, "My younger sister." So I said, "What is it about your younger sister?" She said, "My younger sister has been facing deep psychological challenges since something happened to her years ago." So I said, "What kind of psychological challenges? Is it spiritual, psychological, or what?" She said, "My sister was by a pastor." So when she said that, you know, so many emotions ran through me, because Number one, I'm a mother. Number two, I'm a pastor. You know, and I was speechless. So I said, your sister was by a pastor? She said, yes. She said, and since then, her life has not remained the same.
Did you ask who the pastor is or was?
Yes. And she said to me, Fatoyinbo.
At this time, he was no longer in Ilorin?
No, he was no longer in Ilorin, and I hadn't heard from him in years. You know, when she said, Pastor Fatoyinbo, one of the things that goes through your mind at this time is, what could have possessed a man of God to do this? And then also in your mind, you're thinking, maybe this is a devil thing, you understand, and
you
are
didn't
thinking,
doubt her.
No, to be quite honest, to connect all those things was a bit difficult for me at that point. It wasn't something I was expecting to hear. It wasn't something I had been faced with prior to that, and there was just so much going in me. So anyway, I didn't say much. I said, Pastor Fatoyinbo. So I said, for me, God is in control, or something to that effect. I can't really, I too, at this point, was going through a lot of emotions. Number one, I knew Biodu. I couldn't really marry the Biodu I knew to
what you're hearing.
What I'm hearing. So I had to process all that. Eventually, at some point, she now called Busola. And even on the phone, I knew I was speaking to a troubled soul.
So even on the phone,
yes,
you could tell that she was troubled.
Oh, she was troubled. She was truly
8 years
troubled.
Ago.
Yes, she was truly troubled.
What troubled her? What was it?
Yes, it was like, why would this happen to me? One, and what have I done to deserve this? Among the many that I handled, actually alleged, because I don't know, they were not willing to come out, but they alleged that it was this same pastor. But there's no way to prove it, because if they're not willing to actually come out and confront the pastor, which is one of the deep pains that I have personally, because I see all these broken victims and they're not willing to confront the people they're alleging have them. And, for 3 reasons, they don't want to come out. Some of them are married now. They never told their husbands, and they're not ready for that upheaval because they don't know how their husbands will receive it. They don't want their family in the media and things like that. They're not ready for all that controversy. Some of them are not married, and because they're not married, they feel, who will marry me? If I come out now and I say, I will. Then some of them who had experiences with men of God feel that they will be, they're petrified of touching the Lord's anointed, in quotes. Let me be honest, somewhere in my mind, I felt that maybe it was a mistake. And I'll just pray for him that this doesn't happen again.
Could it be, just confirm to me, that you were not concerned about spoiling the church or making people feel that you don't attack the church? That wasn't the reason you didn't
No,
come?
that wasn't the reason. The reason was that, to be quite honest with you, I could not marry the Biodo I knew with this allegation. But I knew that the girl was telling the truth. Let me make that plain. From my interaction with her, even on the phone, you know, I had several interactions with her on the phone. I knew that she was telling the truth. To me, I knew within me that this was truth. But I felt that, you know, that it's like the devil. Do you get what I mean? I felt I felt it was a one-off thing. That it's the devil this, you know, like this thing, it's, you get what I mean.
All right, my wonderful brothers and sisters, you're welcome back to my universe. Hope you listening to the interview. If you want to watch the full interview, now 1 hour, just go this YouTube channel, Arise News, you'll see the full interview for there. I appreciate the lady. I especially appreciate the journalist. I don't know whether a journalist I would call her, Sister Adesuwa. She was really tough. She was really a professional for that interview. She asked better questions. She not dey bias. She asked the question where suits me, where I really happy put. Thank you to that, my lady. May God bless her. May God continue to give her more grace, more wisdom to carry out this a good job. If all journalists for that Nigeria feel just be like this, my sister, this my auntie, all my living God, Nigeria, and for too sweet. We for the hear the real news, not be fake news where they carry up and down to take get view. We for the get the punkish news for Nigeria. Not be say people not the way they talk through. Not be say news not the where they really carry through. But the ones where they lie, not many pass. The ones where they ask question where they're supposed to ask, not many pass, with all due respect to all the journalists who are there for Nigeria. So my brothers and sisters, this one is my own opinion. I appreciate that my mommy, Auntie Busola, Mommy Busola, for even granting the interview. Thank you very much, man. More grace to you. Thank you very much. She not think about the backlash. She not think about the errors where people like me will pick inside. She not think about the social media saga where will come out from inside. She just do maybe because she thinks say it's high time for her to speak out. But I personally get issues with some things where she talk. She talk say when Busola come tell her this thing, she believe Busola, but because Pastor Biodun na pastor, because he know he not can feel balance that equation. She not feel see herself they crucify man of God or somebody where she know. She not feel like balance and she can't get confused. Don't get me wrong, I really appreciate her. But the truth has to be told for other people to know, say, when you they cover up for bad thing, they go they do the worst, they not go ever change. They go they repeat on 24 hours, they go they repeat on every day because they believe say people they will go cover up for them. They go they do on every time because they know say women not go ever come out with the stigma where they follow abuse, assault they go. They know say the women no fit come out, come talk wetin happen to them. They go they do am continuously. If to say this woman come out that time or press or pressure Busola to come out or speak out, believe me, if for don't stop this thing for no repeat allegedly, because na still allegation, they never proven right. And I still love what she talk, say now shame to the body of Christ. She's disgusted about the body of Christ. They quiet for this matter. I appreciate that fact, but where I know, like as a mother we get daughters, as a religious person, where she know say Busola they talk true, when she feel am for the voice, she confirm and say she feel am from the voice. But the problem was that she couldn't find herself crucifying her friend. That is how the cover up, that is how corruption continues in the body of Christ. That is how the cover up evil in the house of God. With all due respect to that my mommy, with all due respect from the bottom of my heart to the followers, truth has to be told. So then people they talk say many years ago, why she not talk and come out, not knowing say she don't tell person many years ago. As she tell this my mommy, so she not talk come out. I believe say Busola does still tell another person wey not still talk come out unto say that they fear social media backlash, they fear social media backfire, they fear social media saga, they fear what people want talk. People must always talk. You talk quick, people will talk. You not talk quick, people will talk. So that is just life for you. That is the kind of life we they live in for this world. You talk na problem, you not talk na problem. So wetin I expect from this my mommy, what she not do now, when she not call Pastor Biodun out when they hear this thing, wetin people what they think now go be saying because say may not be friends with Pastor Biodun again, now make her come out. That is what everybody will say. People will be friend now. People will just be paddy. None of them they come out. Now these ones will be say man, they not get anything to do with them again. He don't say where they see and reach. People will come and they conclude. People will not fair believe Busola, go just see where just match. Talk say na because say they don't like Pastor Biodun. Now make them they talk all these things. This thing has been repeating. This thing has been there. I like where she for still talk say why it be saying a Pastor Biodun all or everybody they always they attack. This allegation don't fair come up when women we guess when me no even know about what it become be saying and now me I they know. What thing I expect from this my mommy now to call on other pastors to do proper investigation, to do truth test. This matter not be waiting that they sweep under the rug, just like she said. Not be waiting that they sweep under the rug because many people they go through this trauma. Many people they go through this pain. Where be say your woman go they misbehave before you do anything, you go trigger some wire where you're not supposed to trigger for her head, where you will even the wonder say what thing I can't do reach like this now, what this get provoke. You don't know what thing you go trigger, you don't know what you go touch where you're not supposed to touch. Many people they go through many trauma, many people they go through stress where you not feel understand. So please my mother, since she see many victims where they traumatized according to her language, where they traumatized, where they heartbroken, where they pieces, she supposed call for the body of Christ as a big fish for body of Christ. As a pastor, may she volunteer as a same money where she will bring come out, maybe challenge to other pastors to bring money come out to go do that truth test. Fly them go abroad, fly them go America, fly them go Western world to go do that truth test. Let's know where the truth is coming from. Nigeria, believe me, you truth no go come out because if you look all of them left eye, both those judges and those lawyers, with all due respect to each and every one of them, now few not free from all this assault of women. Now few not free because if you talk my own, I will talk your own. If you bring me out, I will bring you out. Now it just be. So may they fly all of them come abroad so that may therefore know who they talk through and who they talk clear. Me I don't believe on Nigeria investigation. See what they do, Mr. Showore now. See what they do. Nobody they obey law. Even people will say Showore they fight constitution. They themselves not they obey the constitution. Judge say una free and una not free. And so what is the proof say truth go come out? So what I expect from this my mommy, with all due respect to her, to be a symbol of change. Now for her to challenge all other big men of God to bring money come out, to sponsor them go abroad. May they go do this truth test. Now only truth test now go bring out the truth. Now go make us still know who they talk through, who not they talk through. Me and you go just the second guess to infinity. The one way fair happen, he not still give statements about her. He not come out. People just still come out say no, my daddy cannot do this. My man of God cannot do this. With all due respect to each and every one of you, how well do you really know people? How well? Tell me, my brothers and sisters. Many women know they talk come they come out. Make I tell you one story about me. This one and me. Why many people know they talk this thing come out? I lost relationship just because I can't gist with my cousin. Can't they tell them say I see waiting police for my area do to me. Me and my girlfriend would they come from 149 we play us, we chop our money for night as we can't they come back. Police can't arrest us. So I can't they talk the story. Police can't stop us. Can't ask us say where from they come because they come from our friend's side. Not even know he say that idiot na scammer. Police direct us enter station. Say make we begin all our ear. They jump up more. They say we not go do one again. We not go do one again. Oh God, Nigeria, and God now go save that Nigeria. People were supposed to protect us, carry us, reach us safely, no lights. They begin say, "Mo could they hold our ear? Mo they jump." If you see the way I can't they jump, frog not they jump like that. As I can't they jump. So the thing can't they make me they laugh. I can't they talk for my own mind. I can't they feel say as I can't they tell my cousin that thing. My ex go like feel for me say so my girl you go through all this one where I don't know. Me feel say he go feel for me like that to ask me where be the police station, who be the police, who be the 419 where chop una money. So I was expecting say maybe he go understand with me. I never even finish the story. Now so my ex take carry he left and right shoe wear him. He come out for our gate. All my own say maybe he just want to go take care, maybe he want to go buy a recharge card or something like that. The next thing my phone just ring. how far? Na so you be. Oh, I don't know say na so you be. I don't know say na so this, na so that. Wetin I do now? This one na wetin happen to me. Me na victim. Why you gonna take side with police wey take advantage of our simplicity, wey take advantage of our ignorance, wey will not know our rights? Why you gonna take side with them? Don't start to, don't dey shout oh, he no know say na so I be oh, he no know say na so I reach oh, he no do this, he no do that. Before me start to dey explain, say see wetin happen, see wetin happen, you suppose ask me, just cut phone. Do you know say na that thing na break me and this boy? He no ask me how I felt, he no know how that thing dey eat me up, he no even bother to know. Na so e take end the relationship. We no quarrel, matter no concern am, matter no be even a matter we dey talk. He just pick offense for no reason. So this one na one of the reason when many people no dey tell their partner. This one na one of the reason when many women not just want open up. Maybe many of them don't feel open up. It break the relationship. So people where they say, he not quit talk come out. Why he not talk come out? Why he not tell somebody? Please, I beg you in the name of God. I beg you in the name of whatever una believe. Make una try to the like balance issue. Make una not the only they think for una self. Because if it happen to una, I believe so una not go they talk and the one and they talk so. Una not know people's story. Una not just the judge from distance. I beg una in the name of God. I beg una in the name of whatever una believe. With all due respect to my African men, they only think for themselves. Majority only think for themselves. Majority only want maybe they do wetin they want. They don't even care to know wetin you want. They don't want hear wetin you they go through. That make me love Busola husband with passion in a good way. Not be the way where worldly people they think. As a brother,
no tolerance, no tolerance to sexual abuse and violence. No tolerance to child sexual abuse. No tolerance to violence against women. It all must stop today. My name is Timi Dakolo and I stand with Wari.
He understand the wife. He give his wife the room to take pour out everything where she gets inside. That make me love that man. That man not be like African man, because many African men go break that marriage when they all hear wetin happen to their wife, when they hear wetin happen to their fiancé, when they hear wetin happen to their girlfriend, they go just break up. Instead of them to stand with this woman, instead of them to feel her pain, they go let her go. Please, my brothers and sisters, give your partner shoulder to cry put, so that he or she not go get secrets where they hide from you. If somebody feel open up, tell you things where he or she don't pass through, where they eat them up, believe me, you no go get room to take keep any secret from you, because he or she don't tell you the deepest secrets where she they keep or when they keep for his heart. He no go lie hide anything from you. So please, my Africa brothers and sisters, create better room for your partner, so that the fit tell you waiting there they keep. When be say you will hear tomorrow, you say, God forbid this person fit keep person. You no go fit keep anybody. Now the experience where the person don't first see for another person hand, now make am keep on to herself, now make am keep on to himself. I go like use this opportunity to say shout out to my ex. At least thank God say in common that time, he can't make God put me for better position. Now so life just be. Then that aside, another weakness where confirm and say in a godfather where come renounce and say no be godfather. That one can still talk wetin happen, can still talk in your side of the story. Waiting in talk for there, me not to gbadu 80% with all due respect to that my father, with all due respect to that my elder, with all due respect to that pastor. I not to gbadu many things where he talk. I appreciate the fact say he come out to even speak to us. I appreciate the fact where be say he no mind the saga where will come out from the interview. I appreciate the fact say he won't speak his own truth. Thank you very much, sir. You see all these things where pastors they do so. If they make sin, if they make evil, they hide in the house of God. All this cover up, cover up, cover up, cover up, talking in the light is an offense to the church. So shut up, ewu. Now make sin, now make evil, now make bad things they happen for the house of God. He get wetin him talk where he make me provoke. He said they don't the force people to go church. Church not something of choice. That is 100% truth. Say if something happen to you for church, say you still continue to go the same church, he say na the person fault. Like seriously, sir? Like seriously, if this victim now na children, una go talk like this? Like that's my mommy, that my pastor mommy. He say he believe Busola, but she not fit just come out, she not fit just see herself. They believe say Pastor Biodun fit do that kind of thing. But if to say na pikin where she push they born, I believe say she not go take am the way she take am with Pastor Biodun. I believe say the way she take handle am, so she not go handle am like that. Now so this my daddy still be. if those women wey im come confirm say e come dey city room, if na im own children, I believe say go quick and say bet Pastor Biodun knows. Im confirm and say no be one, no be two, no be three, and many of them don marry. Im no wan go into the names. Na go make him stop or mention people name. Please bear with me, make I hit the video, make una see wetin im talk. I will be back.
We hear that you were one of those that ordained him as a pastor here in Ilorin.
Well, I want to put that in the right context. What happened was that he had started a ministry work in town. I didn't know him as at that time. And then he was, I think the ministry was based in the street called Yoruba Road in town. And he had been doing that work for quite some while. I wouldn't remember for how long now. Then subsequently, he interacted with one of my sons in the Lord in terms of how can I get somebody who is credible to, you know,
to lay his hands
to pray for me. But was already in the ministry. Mm-hmm. Was already in the ministry. That was how he came to me with his wife. And I made a number of findings, and I didn't have any reason to reject his, you know, just prayed for him. He was already doing the work.
Okay, so it's terminology here. Ordained, support, agreed to be a spiritual father of sorts with him. Are you still his spiritual father today?
No.
Why not so?
Basically because when in August 2013, news broke out online concerning him and his ministry, as somebody who was close to, as an elder, I thought it was my responsibility to get across to him. I was preparing to go to the United States for ministry, but it was in August 2013, if you remember. And after quite some efforts, because it was not easy to get through to him, he's a pastor in Ilorin here. I told him, get through to your boss, and I want to share a thing or two with him. Eventually, he succeeded. And then I told him, if he called me from Abuja, and then I told him, yeah, well, you know, this news is all over the place, and I want to hear from you, and I want to also give you some counsel, if need be. Yeah, exactly.
How will the fact that nothing is happening protect those who are afraid to speak? What comfort will they get from knowing that the church can still be there for them?
Well, I would want to approach that question from two dimensions. If somebody comes to me, for instance, and has been taken undue advantage of by his or her pastor, it's my responsibility to meet that person at the point of need in terms of counseling, in terms of prayer. And if I have access to the one who victimized that person, to get across and say, well, this is what I had. Is it true? Then to speak in that regard. But if, you see, people forget that attending any church is volitional, is voluntary. You're not good to contact anybody before joining the church. It's something that is entirely left to your choice. So if somebody, for instance, is in a church and you find that certain things that are happening to you are at variance with the stated will of God in the Bible, you should know what to do.
You should move out.
Exactly. If the person stays there, then I think it's the person's fault. That is not to say that if then it becomes clear that a particular ministry or church or whatever is becoming more of a nuisance than a source of blessing to people, elders in the body of Christ should not speak. They should speak.
Okay, I mean, since you're used to be his spiritual father, it's important also to know that even though he responded to her, you must have been aware of other cases against this particular pastor.
You mean at what time?
At whatever time.
Oh, okay. Well, so many years ago, there were such, things that people said here and there.
Allegations.
Yes, allegations. And those were able to investigate, we did. And we came to conclusions at that time that we felt will help the persons concerned to be able to stand strong in the Lord. Whether the instructions we gave were obeyed or not, we cannot really tell.
No, okay. Correct me here. Are we talking about this particular pastor that some people have come to you and complained about him and you've investigated and sorted the problem, or you're talking generally?
Well, the pastor you are referring to
Is Pastor Fatoyinbo.
Okay. Now, what I can tell you is that so many years ago, there were things that were, quite like the kind of thing that people are talking about now, and brought to me, and I waded in, and by the grace of God, it was settled as far as I knew, because I gave definite instructions that I felt I should give as an elder in the body of Christ.
So what we normally hear is they counsel the victim, don't worry, keep quiet, don't make any noise about it, and they weep, maybe give him a knuckle, don't worry, don't do this again. Was that what happened in this case? They settled the victim, keep quiet, don't make any noise. Pastor, never do this again.
Well, I'm not aware of anything like that, somebody settling somebody else and say, well, don't do this again. No.
So what was the counsel that you gave at that time?
Well, the counsel that I gave was that anybody pastoring a church of young people from diverse backgrounds has to be careful, because all of these people came to that place with all kinds of experiences. And I encouraged them to see to it that he always gave them the full gospel.
Did he deny?
And he assured me.
Did he deny those, sir? Did he deny them?
Well, as far as I can remember now, there was a particular case that we waded in, and it was quite clear. It was not an issue of someone denying. It was quite because, it was not one person, it was not two people standing it was in my sitting room. And there were so many people that were there, and I said, okay, this is what you should do, this is what you should do. Because certain things are obvious. We cannot go into further details because some of the people concerned are now in their various places, and you will just be
maybe married.
Yeah, you will just be. It's not something that I want to pry into.
Is it safe to say that Pastor Fatoyinbo knows, the victims know that these things had happened, and it's likely that's why you were pained when Pastor Olutu came to you and reported what she saw, and then you felt, so he's still doing this thing?
All right, my wonderful brothers and sisters, you're welcome back to my universe. Hope you listening to that, my father. Hope you hear what he talk. Hope you hear where he for blame victim. All this cover up. Now make evil not gree finish for house of God. Now make baba things still they happen. If to say they blow whistle that 2013, if to say they let Pastor Biodun pay for the alleged assault, I don't believe say go do am again. For real, my brothers and sisters, I don't know why people believe say now devil now they do everything. Devil not get what they do. Devil is innocent of waiting you choose to do. Devil is innocent of waiting you decide to do to your fellow human being. Now you do and not be devil. Now you conceive and now you like the thing. Now you say if you take advantage of her, now make you take advantage of her. I love what Pastor Mommy Busola talk. He say no man, no woman, water. He say no water. Where you go take replace God? He say nobody water. I just hope my brothers and sisters learn one or two things from this interview to know say pastors are not God. They are just human beings. Your spiritual fathers, your spiritual mothers, they are just human beings. If to say those women where those things will happen to, say they not just say go and pray and cancel them, go, don't worry, you don't do it again, you don't do it again. If to say they're not doing like that, I believe say many people for the fear say if they do this kind of thing, say come out, say they go deal with them, put fear, not go let many people they do them, and they go stick to their wife. Waiting all of us they forget here. Now the wife, the pain where they cause their wife, because they be mommy, because they be mother of God, they not go one let them out, but they go they die inside, they go they bleed for heart, they go they go one just they go they call God 24 hours. God, why these things they happen to us? We know they see them, but they will come out for camera to say, no, my husband did not do it. Oh, my husband is this. Oh, he's a real man of God. He's a this, he's a that. What you expect? Make the poor women talk. Make them come out to say, oh yes, my husband is a pedophile. My husband is a this. My husband is a that. No woman, we don't confess love to any man will fit do that kind of thing. So make we abeg, make we still feel for their wife. What is that they go through privately. I hope you understand. I hope you see reasons for me. I hope you please stop attacking Busola. I beg you in the name of God. Because when something never happens to you, you don't feel no as the pain. Like seriously, you don't feel no as the pain. Please, I beg you. You don't know your man of God. You don't know your woman of God. You only know yourself. You can only swear for yourself because you know what you did. Not swear for me because you don't know what I do. You can only say you're not sure. Say I'll feed one. Not just saying this is a lie. This person is a liar. This person is my man of God. I know him too well. Don't say that, I beg you, because you don't know what in person do in the past. You don't know what in person do 20, 30 years ago. You don't know. What me do ordinary 10 years ago. You no go know my brother. You no go know my sister. What I do 6, 7 years ago, 5 years ago. You not feel know with that I not tell you. Please, I beg you, be careful of how you hit your chest for other people. Be careful of how you defend people. I beg you. I defend Busola because I talk from personal experience. I talk because I see and read her body language. I not see Pastor Biodun body language read. I not see him. So that make me personally they believe wetin I see. I read people body language before I give my opinion. Please do understand and don't get it twisted. Don't get angry. I mean not to disrespect anybody. If this my video offend you, it wasn't intentional. Please find a place in your heart to forgive me. I mean no disrespect. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing your wonderful time with me. This is Sophy Universe, the massive truth. Love you in the name of love. Love you in the name of whatever you believe. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed. Hit the bell button to get notification whenever I have positive opinion and hot topic to share with my wonderful brothers and sisters. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up, and don't also forget to share my video. Till the next video, one love.